Hi, it's a more songbird, the Michelle Bird song, coming to you from, as always, New York City. I want to share some words I decoded for you. The word reason, her, energy, as, ordered in. Okay? Reason is the energy you order in. Okay, so I am doing this work because I love my grandson and I want to make his life better. So that's the reason I order in. Okay, and that's the amount of energy I'll get, which is a lot of energy because I love my grandson. Okay, belief. B. Einstein Evangeline, well, Einstein, will, Einstein, feelings. Okay, belief is to be the will of Einstein with his feelings. The feelings that you have determine how powerful your will and how smart your will. Okay, so that's your belief. It's key. And then over here, Govinda Singh, G. Singh. Govinda Singh, G. Singh. Good Savior. Greatest good sees. Good has good, her, eat. Oh, I'm doing this one. Good, her, eat, test. Good, food. Fruits and vegetables are good food. Talk and share. That's what I'm doing. I'm talking and sharing with you about fruits and vegetables, which are the test of good food, good eats. Okay. Now, this is let's see, Tony Robbins system. RPM is a sequence, he calls it. And I broke it down. Her present manager is Ma, Eve, mother of the earth. Okay, I'm the present manager. Okay, also present order. Oh, this is the word powers. Present order, W, energy, her source. Okay, so my present order is the W, energy, her source. I have the energy of my double, which is Radhaswami. Radhaswami is Lord of the soul. So I have double power because I'm Lord of my soul. I know that's not clear, sorry. Let's see what else we get with the word powers. Present, O, her, hers. They owe me and mine. Present, O, Radhaswami. They owe Lord of the soul. That's me. I'm Lord of my soul. Okay, so who is they? The world. Okay. And me is Evangeline Einstein. Now, this, I wanted to share some of the notes I took for Tony Robbins Seminar about a planning method. So I'm going to zip through this, okay? RPM, rapid planning method. The question, what should I do? That's not a good question. Your focus is the most important component. Okay, that's important to know. 1, what controls our life is what we focus on. Wherever you focus flows, energy goes. Okay, wherever your focus flows, energy goes. So if you're focused on a relationship, that's where you put your energy. If you're focused on your children, that's where you put your energy. If you're focused on making money, that's where you put your energy. Okay? Tony Robbins is about expanding your focus. Okay, so he says, the language I use controls my emotions. Bill Gates question, how do we become the intelligence that controls all computers worldwide? Bill Gates is focused on outcome, not on activities. What should I do? Okay, his question is, what do I want? And this is how he posed it in a question. And his success answers the question. Change your question, change your life. Question to ask yourself is, what do I want? What's my outcome? Clarity is power. Tony Robbins, who was President Abraham Lincoln, my husband, when I was Dolly, what was her name? Dolly, anyway, not Madison, that's somebody else. I was President Lincoln's wife, whatever my name was. Okay, clarity is power. What's the result I'm after? That's the question, not what should I do. What should I do is a bunch of activities. Okay? Something happens when you break an old pattern and you do it fresh. I remember writing and rewriting and rewriting and rewriting my findings as Einstein. Babaji had me rewrite it again and again, and that's what he was doing, was helping me break patterns and be able to look at the situation afresh. RPM, your brain will think in outcomes and not, what's that word? Attention? Articulation? Activities. activities, activities. Your brain will think in outcomes and not activities. In other words, your brain will think in what you want, not in what you have to do. Okay? Number one, what is my outcome? What is it I truly want from this? This is what you ask about everything you approach. Focus every day on how am I doing with those outcomes. Your brain will come up with ways to get that outcome. Most people mistake movement, activities, for achievement. 1A question. What do I want out of my business? What do I want out of my life? What do I want out of my body? Be specific. Generalities are confusing. If you think before you make a phone call, before you do anything, okay, this is what you do. You ask yourself these questions. If you're going to call your son, what do I want out of my telephone call to my son? Okay, and this way you can have power. You can mobilize your emotions to attract the outcome you want, which is buried. That's why you have to ask yourself, what do I want? You have to dig it up and find it out. RPM, rapid planning method. Results driven. How do you get that results? Depends on 1, are you clear? 2, why, WHY is more important than how. Purpose is more important than object. Results. Purpose. 80% of success is why. 20% is how. So you need to focus on why you want to do what you want to do. I want to make a success of my life because I told my grandson Seth I would buy him a big white house. Okay, why? To please my grandchildren and my children and myself and my husband. What are we after? Why? Then you ask yourself, how do we do it? Okay? Say, rabbit playing method, page 2. You think of all the ways to do it, then don't do it. Rabbit playing method. Massive action plan. The map. What's the most important outcome I can get on this day, on this project? You see, you're asking yourself questions as you develop your strategies. To change your level of productivity, change and start using rapid planning method. Number 1, what is my outcome? We're back to this. What do I want? These are the fundamental questions. Pathways to power. 2, why am I doing this? Why? There's that word again, 80%. Last to do to get this outcome. What am I doing last? Is that last? List. 3, to-do list. To do to get this outcome. Outcomes and necessities. But you need why, not just outcomes and necessities. To change words, change emotions. 7 principles of power. Number 1, the power of language. And then he mentions the 1 Minute Manager book by Ken Blanchard, his friend. He says Blanchard makes complicated thoughts simple. And he tells a funny story about a safari they went on. You can listen to this video on YouTube, by the way. Every moment of your life is creating. Planning is creating. This is the way you should think of it, Tony Robbins says, Abraham Lincoln. You create things with your vision, then your language, then your action. Vision and language will shape how you feel, how you do or don't do. This takes longer, but once you know the patterns that move you, it's like turning the light switch on. It'll move you. You'll rock and roll. This is a system of thinking. RPM is a system of thinking and producing massive results. Her energy, see you will talk and share. Her energy, see you will teach the scheme. Okay, results. I'm just digesting what results means. It means my energy will see that I talk and share this will. Okay, so my will is active. Okay, will. Talk and share. Yeah, talk and share is my major interest professionally, in getting the whole world to talk and share, because it's a cure for madness, and it's a way to clear your mind. And you can do it in families, in schools, in businesses, personally. It has to do with self-control. You can control yourself. It was created because I couldn't find psychiatrists who could cure me, and God Himself, Charan Singh, was with me and guided me to this talk and share all the way. Because He first diagnosed the world, He said, in 1979 when I was in India, He said, the world is mad. And I thought, oh my God, He knows this too. This is the first time I've heard this articulated, but I certainly have witnessed that the world is mad. And then He said, in India, they talk about everything, emphasis on everything. And that's why they don't have psychiatrists on every corner. So right then and there He was saying talking is healthy, mentally healthy. Talking will keep you from a psychiatrist. As a matter of fact, talking is what you do. You go to a psychiatrist, you pay him a fortune, and you talk, But talk and share. Because I was Freud, and I was Fritz Perl, the German psychiatrist, and I was Emma Jung, Carl Jung's wife. So I have taken talk and share, talking to another level. I look at what is said, and I mirror it. I say, oh, you're angry. And that alone releases it. The anger's gone once I mirror that anger. It's not enough to say, I'm so mad and I just don't know what I'm going to... That doesn't really... That helps, certainly. It's venting. But to release it, you have to share it. You have to share the specific emotion that you're experiencing. And this is what Charan Singh guided me to see. First he guided me to see that talk is healing. Then he guided me to see that mirroring the talk is even more healing. Okay. Number one, the power of language is it produces passion. Passion, present, pass, ordered in. Present Albert Schweitzer, Secret Santa, ordered in. When I was a kid and Tony was talking about Christianity and heaven and all of that, I said, what about India and what about Africa? When I said that, I ordered in Africa. See, because I was Dr. Schweitzer. Right, so I got myself to go to Africa and be their secret Santa, which was to present them with a healing system, to present them with a free hospital, the Africans. Passion, present as success, I ordered in. Okay, when you have passion, you're ordering in success, because passion is the emotion that will drive you to succeed. Okay, and Tony Robbins says, passion. I think I got this right. He said, passion is the path to genius. Words. It said, write some words that will move you. And his words were love, transform. I didn't get many of these words. Let me just read them. Massive action, satisfaction, kick-ass, big name, make a difference, transform marketing, excite yourself to do it instead of having to do it. Activity. You know, say, oh, I gotta do this. That's not going to get you very far. That's not going to generate enthusiasm and energy. But if you excite yourself, oh, this is going to make Seth so happy. Oh, his eyes are going to light up. Oh, he's going to be thrilled. You know, excite myself to do it. Then I generate a lot of power. So this woman was talking about paperwork and how she hated it. And so Tony Robbins broke it down. That's the activities paperwork. And then later on she realized it has purpose. It's a promise. Tony Robbins came up with this. That's been kept. That's being kept. When you do the paperwork, you're keeping a promise that you're going to do what's good for your customers. Another way to look at call paperwork is the prioritizing her projects. Talk and share. Talk and share. What's that? Present her order. Jesus. Energy. See, talk and share. That's one way to look at projects. This project. Important. Be aware of your language. Language creates meaning. Meaning creates emotion. Emotion determines what you'll do or not do. Now that's important. Let me read this again so you can get this. Language creates meaning. When you say something, you are defining it. And meaning, what you say, creates emotion. So what you say can excite you, or depress you, or overwhelm you, or motivate you. Emotion determines what you'll do. If you're motivated positively, you'll do it, or not do. If you're turned off or discouraged, you won't do it. See, watch that language. Craft your outcome. Craft your purpose. Link 3 needs to paperwork and it'll happen. You'll do it. Okay, some of the needs are need for certainty, need for love, need for significance, need for uncertainty, need for variety, growth, and contribution. What you focus on is first controlled by the language you use. Powers, language, results, focus, purpose, power of mapping, power of chunking. I wasn't there for the lesson on chunking, but I did take a few notes on it. Tony's core belief, motive does matter. Then I broke it down. Ma, pi, energy, her. Pi fits anywhere. Ma can fit her energy anywhere to create something. All the power is in life is in your purpose. That's huge. Listen to that. All your power in life is in your purpose, your motive, your reason. Okay, belief. Be energy, Einstein, will, feelings. Be energy, Einstein. No, be energy, will of Einstein is feelings. Okay, Einstein's feelings are based, and Einstein's energy and will are united, are one. His energy determines his will, the strength of his will, which are his feelings, which create feelings, right? Be energy, Einstein will, Einstein's feelings. Okay. Oh. Okay, the energy is Einstein's will. which is based on Einstein's feelings. That's what we've been saying. Emotions, passion, all that has a lot to do with what you will or will not do, and what you will generate the energy to do. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna, it says chunking is an art. This is important too, but I don't really have the notes that I had with the RPM, so I'm not gonna do this. I don't think it's ready. But you can check out Tony Robbins Seminar on chunking. It's putting your areas of life into categories so you can manage them. And that's very helpful in having a successful life and in achieving what you want from the categories of your life. Okay, this is my Redskin Songbird, a more songbird, talking to you from New York City.